Welcome to another highly questionable work week. What do we have today, Bomani?
Did Los Angeles take the Warriors down? Not the Lakers, Los Angeles.
Vamos, papi.
How will you remember Peyton Manning?
If I were on another show, we'd be saying happy trails to Peyton Manning. Good for him. Had a great career. The Broncos gave him a fairly lavish send-off. They had everybody come up to the front. There was a video tribute. Even the coach who didn't want to play him that badly this year. But how I will remember Peyton Manning, the ultimate overachiever. And people who like their sports, like guys who do the absolute most they can with the talent that they have. Yeah, Manning's dad played in the NFL before, but you think about what he was. He wasn't a guy with a serious amount of physical talent. This was a mental game for him that he beat over and over and over and over again. Some of the things that we saw where we marked them as shortcomings, no, the dude maxed out what he had, and that's really all you can ask for from anybody, and he did it to the tune of video game statistics.
The smartest quarterback who has ever played is how I'll remember him. You can make the argument that he's the best quarterback to ever play, but nobody will make that argument on his behalf. Nobody, because we measure this stuff by winning, and ultimately he won twice, but both times that he won, he wasn't even that good in the Super Bowl, and there's always the yeah but of his playoff statistics. This is a day of tribute, and he's one of the best ever, but what will keep him from ever being remembered as the best ever is those postseasons.
I have to be sincere with you. You know, I have made a lot of jokes about you that they were not really professional or they were not really right. You know, and probably you tried to turn away from the TV. Well, I said that, but the problem was that you couldn't turn away from the TV. You know,
Right.
You couldn't away from the TV. You know, you tried to, but so I gotta give you credit for it. You know.
Okay.
So I tell you one thing. You know.
Okay, enough.
Keep
Enough,
turning
Dad.
away from the TV. Maybe one day you will succeed.
Dad!
Should Brock Osweiler give a hometown discount to the Broncos?
Man, Brock Osweiler should be on his hands and knees going to the facility to accept the 3 years, almost $13 million or $15 million a year the Broncos are offering. This is a guy who started all of 7 games, didn't look all that great in any of them, was carried by his defense, and then was replaced by a guy that didn't have a neck that worked or an arm that worked or a foot that worked, who won the Super Bowl. He should take what they're offering. I know the Texans are involved with offering him something too, and play with that defense, a defense that'll protect him.
Well, how much of that defense is going to be left? They put the franchise tag on Von Miller, yes, but Malik Jackson probably going to be gone. There are questions about DeMarcus Ware, there are questions about Danny Trevathan, but it's hard to think there's going to be a situation for Osweiler that's more conducive for success than that one is right there. Because the thing that'll help you keep your job as a quarterback more than anything else is being there when you win games. If you can do that, then you got a chance to cash in on the big money. It's not so much a hometown discount as much as, are you sure the Texans is the way to go? Okay.
How did the Warriors got smacked by the Lakers?
112-95. That was the final score. The Warriors were an 18-point favorite. They lost the game by 17 points. I just want to point out that the last game they played was on Thursday night at home. And then the next game they played was on Sunday in Los Angeles. I'd love to know how many wins the Lakers have racked up in their time, because somebody got to spend a couple of days kicking it in L.A. You don't treat every day at work like the most important day. Sometimes you go out the night before.
That's as bad as we've seen the Warriors look, and to me it highlights just how impressive their season has been, that this hasn't happened to them more often. To me it shows you how good this team has been, that we're all stunned by the idea that they would lose any kind of road game to a bad team. All they've lost is to bad teams. They haven't lost to any of the good ones.
Well, I know what happened. 2 things that happened in that game. Numero uno, they were wearing Kobe socks, new socks, designed for Kobe. Number 4 and number 2. And numero dos, Marcelo Huertas. He was one assist short of a double-double.
Did he just make Kobe's number 42? Is that what he just did? 24? It was 24.
24.
You're dyslexic about his socks?
Very noteworthy, though. Marcelo Huertas did play very well.
Yes, he did.
Was Saturday night great or awful for the UFC?
I know a lot of people think about money and money lost. They're 2 headliners in both the male and female divisions, get beaten in big upsets, and people look at that and say, man, Dana White should be sobbing. But think of it this way, and I don't really think it's awful. What just happened is we watched a woman's fight and cared about it that didn't involve Ronda Rousey. That's something that's never happened before in the history of that sport, and Conor McGregor, by virtue of his stardom, just elevated Nate Diaz. This was not a terrible terrible night for the UFC, even though 2 of their stars lost.
I don't know how big that we is that cared about this Miesha Tate Holly Holm fight. I'm sure there's some people out there who did, but I don't feel like that was going to be the make or break fight. But I do think it's more interesting for UFC if it's compelling and you don't know who is going to win. It's good to have one great big bad villain, certainly, but there is a value to having some level of competition. I'm just happy for Nate Diaz because Conor McGregor was talking circles around that dude all week to the point where all he could basically say is, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat you up," and he actually did beat him up. Like that. I mean, that's a real victory after the week that he just had.
So you mean to tell me that Conor McGregor lost to a Latino fighter?
That's right.
Oh, I'm telling you, buddy,
Yes.
you got a big mouth. That's
Yes.
about it. You know, this little
Yeah.
guy from Latin America beat the out of you.
I mean, he's from California.
Yeah, well, whatever it is,
Whatever.
you know, Diaz, that's the
Diaz.
Latino name.
It used to be in Latin America not that long ago.
Why did Lovie Smith take such a giant step down and become the coach of Illinois football?
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Lovie Smith just coached Tampa Bay last year in the NFL. Now, after a surprising firing of Bill Cuban at Illinois, he's hired to be the coach there. They are going to pay him $4 million to do the job. He had a buyout he could have lived on, but they are paying him a decent amount of money to coach. But he hasn't coached in college since 1995. I imagine Illinois wants somebody to wipe some of the stink off the place after what's happened in the last few months with the football program and the women's basketball program. But I'm surprised that Lovie Smith sees this job that no one's ever been able to do really well and thinks that this is how he wants to spend the next few years.
These college jobs are obviously not better than the pro jobs, but they are more secure. He's going to make 6 years, $21 million. This is the third coach for Illinois in 7 months. Nobody seems to be bothered by the fact that they just paid one guy $1 million to just go away for doing nothing while they can't pay the players. But this is a secure job for Lovie. He just left an unsecure one. He was fired prematurely. He's got 6 years to do this. This isn't something he'd get in the NFL.
Yeah, look here. College jobs, they may be secure for a whole lot of people. They ain't secure for the Lovie Smiths of the world.
Okay, but at Illinois, bad college jobs are more secure than the good college jobs.
Like I said.
Tell me the truth, guys. Do you think that we'll ever hear of Lovie Smith again?
This is it? You think so?
Oh, no, we'll hear about him again.
When
The
he's
day
fired.
they fire him.
Coming up next on my son's TV show, we talk to Antonio Brown.
That's pretty good right there.
Yeah, put the hips in the 8. You got to make an 8 with it, Poppy. Make an 8 with it. Roll it, Poppy. Keep the body still.
All right, both of you stop that. This is unpleasant.
You want him to make it 8. He didn't look like he just
Wifey
ate.
gonna love that, Poppy.
Joining us at the beach today is Antonio Brown.
Yeah, the guy with the funny haircut. You'll be able to catch him on Dancing with the Stars, which returns Monday, March 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Let's talk to Antonio.
Antonio, do you have a favorite play in your career? My favorite is when you kicked a punter. When you were running down the field and you kicked the punter. You remember that? Can you take us through what was happening there where you just sort of crane kicked the punter?
Well, actually, we're trying to jump over him. And in my mind, I seen it as I was jumping over him and scoring, and it was going to be a big highlight. And I think I kind of set the jump up a little bit too early, and I wasn't able to get over him. And I ended up waterboarding him.
Can you tell us, after the hit by Burfict, can you tell us what was the most physically painful moment or what the details of the next week felt like? What was going on with your head?
Well, my head was pretty good. You know, I learned a lot of things with being concussed. You know, 70% of our vision is from our eyes, and we get our balance from our eyes, and 70% of our balance comes from our eyes. And just being able to do the eyes test, following the finger back and forth, you know, making my head hurt a lot. I felt like my energy was low, was real tired.
So was that the first time you'd had a concussion?
Yeah, first time I really had a serious concussion.
What is the material on that jacket? Is that velvet? What is that?
Suave. It's called suave.
That's not a material. Suave is a Spanish word. That's not what I know. That's smooth, but that's not what. That's not a material. What's the material?
If leather and suede had a baby, it'll be called suave.
Okay.
Okay, now what the things that you got on it?
Oh, these the killer bees. This Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger, a couple Antonio Browns on the sleeve. Martavius Bryant over here somewhere, and
So you got a whole bunch of bugs on your jacket. That's
Yeah.
a very interesting aesthetic that you're working with.
a
there.
whole lot of diamond bugs on my jacket.
I just want to make sure I got that right. So if leather and suede had a baby, that's what they would produce.
Suave.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome to greatness.
How much more Spanish do you know? Do you know more Spanish than just suave? What else you got in your Spanish arsenal? My father enjoyed hearing your Espanol.
Tell your father called me Mr. Cafe.
Mr. Cafe.
Yeah.
Not even senor. We're just going right.
No,
we're gonna
Senor Brown.
Let's go to a 3-shot here. Hold on a second. Let's get my father in here for you.
Papi.
Antonio, nice talking to you again. It's always a pleasure.
Good to see you, Papi.
We got to get together when you are in Miami.
Look at that.
Yeah, we have to, Papi.
My father's got a jacket just like that. He thought Antonio was Cuban because your name's Antonio.
Oh, he's Cuban, Antonio
Yeah,
Brown.
Cuban,
He's
Antonio.
right there. Hialeah. Okeechobee.
No,
Okeechobee.
no, not Okeechobee, not Hialeah. A little bit east.
Oh, that's funny.
Antonio, my father's got something for you. Go ahead, Papi.
Antonio, can you teach me a dance that my wife will like?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. You're on Dancing with the Stars. He wants to see what you got.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
No, I
All right,
can
hold
try
on.
to follow you.
All right, he's going to start to follow you. All right, that's pretty good right there.
Yeah, put the hips in the 8. You got to make an 8 with it, Poppy. Make an 8 with it. Roll it, Poppy. Keep the body still.
All right, both of you stop that. This is unpleasant.
You want him to make it 8. He just look like he just
Wifey
ate.
gonna love that, Poppy.
All right, get that out of here. See you later, Antonio. Goodbye.
All right, Poppy.
Is that a Bristol guy or your guy fixing your hair like that?
This is my guy from Pittsburgh. You know, they don't take care of me like this in Bristol.
He's getting it done right there.
What part of the process is this?
I think he's darkening it. Is he darkening it? What's he doing?
Nah, he's just styling it out.
I said, you're not cheating. It looked like he was adding a little of the...
Those hands look dirty.
Little
Those
of that
hands
shoe
look like
polish.
they had some. Look,
Yeah.
he's got some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He been working
got
so
some
much. He just working so much. He just leave his hands stained.
They working on what, your carburetor? Like, that's that shoe
That's what he
polish.
said. You working at a carburetor.
That's shoe polish, man.
He
You're not
said it
fooling
like
us.
shoe polish.
You're not fooling me.
That's that Beijing. He
That's
put
what
that
I'm saying.
Beijing.
That's it. We know what's going on
He
here.
been doing so many Beijings, he just stain his hand. He just leave it. That's that old
young.
school.
You don't need any darkening. You don't have any
I
gray
don't need
hair.
no darker. I just think that's blueprint.
Hope you enjoyed this commercial break. This one for North Carolina. Come on and race up. Take your shirts off. Twist it around your head. Spin it like a helicopter. Coming up next on my son's TV show, we have exciting video of an amazing kick return.
He's winded. He is breathless. That's the most exercise he's had in months.
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that thinks it is absolutely wonderful day and is thankful to be alive. Do you question?
Give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question whether this defender should be smiling?
On one side, Houston Baptist. On the other side, Incarnate Word. And what you're about to see next ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. Look at this.
What sport? Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Was there a foul called on that?
Yeah, a block, because he's standing in both circles.
Oh, my God. That is the most embarrassing attempt to try and take a charge in the history of fundamental basketball.
I do feel like, though, they need to put that on the videos when they recruit for these campuses, when they try to get kids that want to be compassionate and empathetic and all of that stuff, because I would have flipped that dude backwards. You're not about to just stay on my shoulders. Nobody told you you had to let go of the rim, but look at Buddy. He smiled at the end of it. You know why? That ain't his first rodeo. Watch this one more time. Look how he turns his head to stop from getting the ultimate disrespect, because he's been here before.
Are you claiming that the ultimate disrespect is worse than that?
No, he got his head out of the way of
I know.
the ultimate. Yes,
know.
I'm saying the ultimate disrespect is worse than that.
That would have been even funnier if he had ridden around with the ultimate disrespect in his face.
Yeah, but there was a different guy who got it worse this weekend.
No way. That's not possible.
Right.
It's not possible. Not possible.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Oh, I mean, it's bad.
It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
did he land on his face with his butt?
That's high school, by the way. I can't imagine all the things the other kids' parents were calling him after he dunked on that dude. Like, I'm sure that didn't go over peacefully. And shout out to every buster in America that saw both of those and decided they wanted to play referee. That looked like a charge to me. No, that looked like disrespect.
And a charge.
Do you question which was the running Bears' better defensive play for the weekend?
James Harden, the last 3 games, has gone 40, 36, and 39. We're not going to concentrate on that side of the ball. We're going to make fun of him. Here he is against the Bulls, playing defense against the Bulls. See if you can spot the beard. Thank you for the arrow. That's very little interest in anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the first quarter. He can't even say he was tired.
I think he was just hoping that Derrick Rose would get injured in flight there.
I think more than anything, he was hoping he didn't get dunked on, which he achieved.
Let's see this against Toronto. Which one's worse, that one or this one? Where is he? Thank you. Oh, is there a backdoor? Oh,
Wow.
James!
Wow.
James!
That's with 2:38 left in the fourth quarter of a 2-point game.
James!
I can't imagine how much Dwight Howard hates him. Like, everybody loves to tell the jokes on Dwight, but Dwight plays hard and Dwight plays defense. And Dwight's got to be looking at him like, they're going to blame me for this.
I mean, Bomani is so right about the game situation there. I thought at least at the end he'd try some.
Oh, you guys think that Dwight Howard plays defense? Look at this.
Oh, I know what you're going to do. This isn't fair. Dwight's telling the guys where they're supposed to be, and they're not playing defense.
Oh, that's Dwight saying, look, he's going that way.
Oh,
Look, there he goes.
You know that's not what Dwight's doing. Dwight's like, look, somebody's supposed to be there. Like, how did you not notice that he got straight to the rim and 2 guys were there?
I love that form of defense. That's the kind of defense I would play. There he goes. Look.
What do you think 6'10" Dwight Howard's going to do? Break down in his stance and stop him?
Do you question if this mascot deserves to get fired?
All right, this is Bernie, the Heat mascot. He got
Bernie
fired.
Heat fired. Fire? No, he didn't get fired.
Oh.
They're asking if he should have been for this.
Let's see.
Oh! Ow! Bernie, you got to know you're going to make that. What is that? I mean, Bernie didn't even come close. I mean,
I don't know if Bernie should be fired, but I do feel like that demonic-looking red thing should quit.
I love, though, that that demon thing and the Florida Panther are still smiling as they grab at their groins. Look at the demon thing.
Yes.
It looks happy. It doesn't look like it's in pain. It looks like...
I tell you, this is on the Florida Panther. I can see through that smile. That is a man in agony.
Time to play the game that always has a happy ending. See? Or no?
You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Why are you smiling like that?
I wasn't smiling.
Now him.
On Comcast Mid-Atlantic, Capitals and Ducks.
Sure, this is a good hockey game right here. Capitals, really good. Best team in hockey. Ducks have won double digit winning streak. And what do we have here? We've got a fight in a recent game.
I believe they call it a line brawl, Dan.
A line brawl. There it is. That's us covering tonight's game between 2 of the hottest teams in hockey. Yes, that is a full. Oh, there we go. We're going to put that guy right there on top of the referee. A good fight right there. That's 7 minutes into the game. They're going at it. Not going to be anybody left by the second period. Yes, the linemen are busy. They don't know what's going on. This could go on for a while because the linemen are busy. I think there's a human head on the ice there. Severed human head. I think there was a hand on the ice. Good times. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I always love how calm the announcers are when these fights go on. It's just such a stark contrast to any other sport where people fight like savages.
That's true. There's a severed human head on the ice. That'll be a 2-minute minor. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued because I'm telling you something. Even though the Capitals are the best team in hockey, the Ducks are up to the task. You know, they got that the goalie Frederick Anderson. You know, that guy's a stopper. And then the number 1 scorer is Lion Getzlaff. You know, he's going to Getzlaff.
Lion Getzlaff. Okay. I don't know what any of that. I mean,
How do you know any of
what
that?
is that?
Well, I did my research.
Okay. I did research and pronounced the name wrong anyway.
On ABC tonight, The Bachelor Women Tell All.
Oh, what are you laughing at? No! No! No!
Monday,
1,000
this is
times
it.
no!
The women return to settle scores,
You did lie about it.
I was kind of ambushed, basically calling me a slut.
getting answers right from Olivia's mouth.
I was severely bullied.
And for Ben, the hot seat is scorching.
Do you even see me?
It seemed rehearsed.
Do you regret going that far?
And it's all leading to the live, gut-wrenching finale event.
I have to say goodbye to a woman who doesn't deserve it.
The Bachelor.
Let me borrow his. He never uses it anyway. Bomani, are you intrigued?
There's no circumstance under which I would ever be that one man with that many women on the other side with those stories to tell, let alone for all y'all to watch. That is not a fair trade for getting on television.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, I always wanted to be the Bachelor, you know, but after seeing what that guy's going through, I don't think that I want to be the Bachelor anymore.
All right.
That's right.
My father, it's been so
Right?
long. He wasn't he was a bachelor in like the 1800s.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I deserve that.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
The Right Time with Bomani Jones, 4 to 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Check it out. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
Bye-bye, Peyton. I'm going to miss you throwing the ball.
Oh, come on, Dad. Dad! It's his day. Dad!